יופי, התחלנו.
למה זה לא מתחיל במחשב?
לא יודעת. We started, we're waiting 2 minutes.
We're waiting a few minutes. It was some problem with the computers, and now we changed it to the phones. And so, in one and a half minutes we will begin.
We're waiting for everyone to come in, so I need a different.
כן, התרגלתי למצלמה השנייה.
נראה לך את זה למקום, זה?
כן, אני יודעת, אבל הוא לא ארוך מספיק. Yeah, הנה, Hallie's here. Hi, Hallie!
גם את רואה מי נכנס?
הנה, הלי נכנסה לי בהיי.
Okay, good.
Okay, we find the solution.
Yes, 1 second. אני צריכה עכשיו לשתף עוד טקסטים שלי. תגיד דברים בינתיים.
תגיד דברים, תגיד דברים, תגיד דברים, תגיד דברים. תגיד דברים, תגיד דברים.
We're going to share it so everyone can see. You can share it as well. And we're waiting until everyone joins us. Wait. Okay.
מה?
תדבר בינתיים.
טוב.
לא, אל תתחיל, אבל תדבר. תגיד איזה כמה מילים.
האם שומעים אותי? עבור.
In English. In English, please.
One control to Major Tom.
We will begin soon.
Yeah. It's very important today, and we're going also to do some tuning in the end. So prepare yourself, take some time, put yourself in the first priority. It's very, very important. נו שפילברג.
רגע.
את רואה גם שפרן נכנסה, פרן רוזנטל?
היא לא חברה שלה, אז היא לא יודעת.
שלא לי אני נכונה. היא רשמה משהו.
הלי רשמה, נכון.
הלי שולי. אימי וחנה.
טוב.
אתה רוצה להתחיל?
Yeah.
אוקיי.
Okay. I'm going to do some general... את מקליטה פה?
אני אקליט.
מה זה? I'm going to do some general merging for everybody, even the people that will join us later or will see us later. Oh, good. today we end in a process of 2.5 days of full moon. There is no Caesar that cut the full moon during the month. The moon is always full, but when it's exactly in front of the sun, the same level, so it's full. It's feedback all the light from the sun, and for us it's a balance point. It's a 2.5 days that we can tune all the month. It's 2.5 days that we can tune the issues and the concept that connected to this line. Today it's a full moon in Scorpio and Taurus. As a Jewish people, it's very important for us. As the Israelis, more. It's responsible of all the subconscious collective. It's responsible of all the inner cables. It's responsible of all the food, money, sex, ability to transformation, ability to allow in and not to hold, because we are a vessel. When we hold, we're not allowing the new, and then we can pray till tomorrow, nothing happened. And in Hebrew, Scorpion, it's 7 dimension of fighting. It's to finish the need in us, because we not fight with others. There is fight 70 dimension, exactly the same like the 70 dimension that we made of. 70 dimension of fights and struggle and battle. And so if you wake me up in the middle of the night last week and you will tell me, Michael, what do you want the next level to be? After Pesach we build the first new pure material. I will tell you, full moon in Scorpio and Taurus, and exactly in these days we're building the second pure material, the new material, because the old material is not working. This is why we create the coronavirus, to be isolated. We change all the habits with the material. We finish now the need to be in the room. And now the second dimension of the new material that it's building from inside. It's how to be ourselves, to remember ourselves, to recognize in our awareness our spirit, near others, near the friction of others, near the new mirrors. Because all the practice in 3 months to be in the room was to untouch the old. And now even it's a time that all the sadness and all the anger coming up, because in the new, it doesn't have any drawers, any storage, any place to stay in the new system. So all what we need first is to merge to the place in us. Every time something coming and I don't know what to do, some old things, some old sadness, some old feeling of loneliness, some old feeling of midget, some skeptical, some desperate. We have to go inside of us to the thymus and merge and really full awareness and feel that the new world begin in me, the coronavirus begin in me, because the coronavirus is not the problem. next month, 2, 1 year, we will call another virus different name. We are in new world. And the big sin, to miss really the point, it's to want to go back to what was, to the old. Nothing for no one. This is why all the people in all the universe create the same lesson. One lesson to all of us. It's the first time. But the big question, are you allowing the new, or you really going in slide into the old and really pray for the what you had, and even what you had, you're not going to have it. We are now building in the second pure new material in the new world. So the big sin is to want to go back to what was. No way. No one will be the same. Nothing. Not the same feeling with the food. Not the same feeling with the body. Not the same feeling with money. Not the same feeling with sex. Not the same feeling with the person himself and with others. Not the same feeling in the daytime. Not the sense of time. Not the same feeling near the family, inside the family. Nothing will be the same. And for 3 months, we did the spirit contract. And before 1 month, we begin the first new material, and now it's the second new material. It's the friction, it's the material. Till now, no one had the time to talk about the economy and money, because everybody was dealing with dying and survivor and really change the spirit inside of them. Now the material will be the exact awareness and recognition of the awareness of the spirit inside. In Hebrew, spiritual, it's the spirit of me. That spirit. Nothing else is spirit. Because no one soul really thinking about other soul. There is no one soul that care about other soul. There is no one soul that want to take forward or jealous or want what other soul passing through, because we don't have anything of us, of what belongs to us, nothing. So, to be spiritual, it's to remember yourself now, this week. Of course, it's in different countries, but this week begin. And today we will complete, and this is in the end, I'm going to do some tuning, we'll complete the second pure new material. It means when I will create mirrors, of course there is no outside reality. We have to remember that there is no outside reality. When we will create the mirrors, that we need them to meet ourselves, the fears, the mirror, the situation that we need to do transformation, we need to remember ourselves, our spirit, and go in and not want to wipe the haircut in the mirror, and then it will change inside of us. We have to upgrade and tune the recognition of the spirit, to know that there is no outside reality. And I never suffer because anyone, and I don't love anyone, and I don't want to, other will love me. And every time you have a tendency of this old situation, we have to go to the point in us, very simple, merge the part in you that create the new world. Don't call it a coronavirus, and when it will pass, that's the bullshit. We have to use, and we have to allow in the new. And people now, they can feel 5 hours new like never before, and 5 hours the system waiting for them to put the right awareness, and the right awareness is to remember themselves, to merge the part in them that create a new value for everything. This is why we cannot even touch. In Hebrew, face and what you have inside, it's the same. This is why we're going to work with mask, because our face is not complete yet. Finish the inner process and allowing the new and the youth and the new beauty. And there is a new beauty. Ah, wow. There is a new beauty. There is a fountain of youth. Even the sickness change. Even now the cancer, I said that last month, and now after 1 month I'm working on it. It's really more and more and more. The cancer doesn't have the same power like he had. I said it for 20 years that in the beginning of January the sickness will change.
Disease.
Sickness, the disease will change. So, yes, even the cancer doesn't have the same hooks, the same power to hold. We're changing that. But we have to remember things like really basic things. Today is the beginning of the basic. Why? Because today we have to really remember and remind ourselves that there is no good or bad, that there is no positive or negative, that there is no outside forces, that I'm not affected by others. In Hebrew, flu, and that's all the sicknesses in the last 100 years, like flu, Spain flu, Mars, or whatever, all the name. Spanish flu, even the corona is flu, come from the word abundance.
Abandon? מה?
Abandon. שפע.
Bliss, abundance.
Bliss, abundance.
Abundance.
Whatever, yeah. It's very powerful. It's the middle line between people affect me and I affect them. We need to remember. And if we not remember this as a basic,
Abundance.
it will be very hard for us in the new world. There is a new world. We don't, even the governments are serving the spirit and tells you, go separate, be by yourself, remember yourself, don't touch others, change your priorities, everything will be different, everything. Nothing will be the same. And that's a big step for us. There is a new world that I was talking about it for 20 years. And now it's happening. We create it. It's beginning of it. We build a new body. We build a new system. We build a new recognition. Our spirit is much more inside of us, the higher self. So we cannot let the higher self feel lonely. The higher self and the spirit cannot do the work for us. The spirit can just pass all the blood, that the blood is the film and the liver is the VCR in the night, see what there is an option and what has a good chance to vibrate, to change, like good producer, and that will be the reality of the tomorrow. But you cannot do the work, and now it needs a cooperation of my awareness. Without the cooperation of my awareness, nothing will change. And why I will need to cooperate? I need to cooperate and to recognize the spirit, to remember my spirit, to remember all these basic things that today we will talk about them. Because the minute I cooperate, I increase the amount of light inside of me, inside the spirit. The minute there is more light inside the spirit, my physical body, that it's just collection of density, is young more, pumping more, free more, and I don't need to repeat this lesson again, and I become the teacher of the suffering, and I become the teacher of this tikkun. So, nothing will come from outside anymore, and it's very, very important. We will remember that, because today we can begin much more dancing in the tikkun world, in the world, near the mirrors, near the people that has more than what is missing in me, near the freedom, in the family, and just the second dimension, near the friction, to be ourselves. And without your cooperate and remember yourself, remember your spirit, remember that the spirit never punish. There is no good or bad, and there is no punishment and salary or whatever. There is no positive and there is no negative. The spirit never even testing you. She never said, oh, I bring a lesson, let's see if this time he's there. No. We need to learn. Our purpose is to learn like the spirit, to think like the spirit. And when the spirit brings a lesson, she sees as the next option to grow, to fix. She doesn't see it as a punishment. Even we experienced that a million times before, because there is no realities. And in Hebrew, to repeat and to change, it's the same word. So we need to, all this what I'm teaching for 40 years, now it's the language. We need to think different, and it will be the new language. Especially now that the people will not talk about the coronavirus, they will talk about the economy. It means how you translate the new in the new world. And today, it's to fix the money, the food, the sex, the transformation, the ability to see the same old picture that I used to suffer and I used to want to run away from it, and finally to fix in me, to feel separate. And how I will do it? By remember me, by remember my spirit, by remember the basic things, that there is no outside reality, that remember that spiritual and all the flat tires are spiritual. There is no fixing in the physics. And now we are in a new world. And I'm trying to teach me near you the new language, the new thinking. In Hebrew there is a word for it. It's called Gog and Magog. That's the real struggle and the real war. That's the real war. Either to think with your mind and to try to understand and to analyze and to forget that the sentence of happiness, it's I'm the creator and I agree not to know why. I agree not to know why. I agree not to analyze with my head. I agree that with my head I need to accept, to remember that it's me, that it's not the mirrors. I'm not suffering because the mirrors that through the mirror I see. And I never know why I create this mirror now. But I know it's my reality and I'm the only one that can fix it. And now, thanks to the Zoom, that I break some block in me, and I began some course that 100 people in this course, I'm teaching the new healing. Thanks to that, I'm receiving, and of course you never receive things from outside, you just create things that out inside of you, that this is the time to come up. A new technique to build a new system, to build we build the new head, and even we cut the hooks in the head and in the digestive system and in the lungs and kidneys, that in Hebrew it's the beginning and end. We cut the hooks of the old, like spiritually, not physically. So now every week I receive a new knowledge, and I'm doing that to a lot of people, and it's amazing, and I'm offering that to you. It takes some time. It sometimes takes, some system takes 45 minutes, some system takes half an hour, but it's really to build the new, to build this new system, the new thinking, the new need, the new vibration inside of me, the new organs, because nothing is not going to work the same, not even the way when we eat, and we need to shit that, it will be different. Because finally, the spirit during the day will sit in the digestive system and extract 70 dimensions of light, that the 70 dimensions that we made of, and split it and give to each system. So, of course, to be less dense in the food, in the thinking, and we're going also to feel that the money is very, very different. The money is the last name, and from tomorrow, we're all going to feel that, because till now we couldn't talk about the way we express the material in the world, the way we friction with the material. And the money is the last name of all the material. We're going to feel that it has to be different. To pay it to be whole, and I'm not paying to others. And people that will really believe it and think and put the right awareness and fix the flat tire, they will allow in double and no one gave them. Because we're going to build now, and that's the amazing, that every organs will help the system to be double energy that pass. Double blessing, double light. But we have to remember something very, very powerful that connected to today. We cannot hold the old and want the new coming. Now, if we not release the old, we will not create new. New, it's the double. And for this we have to understand and really remember and repeating to ourselves that we have nothing from our own. No energy, we don't have energy of our own, we don't have money, we don't have kids. The car, yes, on my name, the house on my name, but nothing. Even the house physically will feel different. The way we sleep and rejuvenate at day and night and wake up in the morning, it has to be different. Everything will be different. Why? And I know it, like I knew that in the beginning of January 2020 we will begin a new world, a new sicknesses, a new disease, and a new money, and a new feeling the family, and I knew it. And why I know now? Why I'm so sure? Because we're building a new organs with a new need. And I know how to check the need, and I know how to check the inner engine. So that's really, really powerful. And today it's really very powerful. Today it's a full moon to fix all the basic, the inner cable, the hidden cables, the foundations, and to build for today the second new pure material. And the second new pure material will help us a lot to flow near the realities that we create, near the mirrors that we create, near the tikkun, near the fixing that we create, near the family, near people in work, near people in the world, near people in TV, near suffering, near a lot of people that will not, and they cannot choose to be here. That's going to be very, very, very issue now. So this is why we practice to separate, to remember your soul, and to stop to pray for others. There is no such a thing, this cosmic joke. Wiped out, wiped out. Pray for others. Even as a joke, it sounds the worst. Because we create everything to hear about suffering, to flow near suffering. We create why? Because we care about others, because we care about the mirrors, because we suffer because others know, because we need to fix in us some issue that connect just to us, just to us. So what you do, you project your suffering that you cannot flow near what you create, you project it to others. And you want to wipe the haircut in the mirror and then it will change in you. Bullshit, not anymore. Not anymore. And why we have to learn the new language and the new thinking. And the new thinking is simple. Remember yourself. Not remember yourself. Remember yourself. Because you don't have anything of your own. Remember yourself. Remember yourself. Remember your spirit. Remember that everything begins in you and needs to end in you. And if you don't fix, it's not ending in you and it's bothering you. And you are, if your awareness, of course if you hear me, you're a little bit aware, but if your awareness, you suffer of the things that bother you. And why it bothers you? Because you didn't become the teacher of this suffering yet. And remember, you're not suffering of picture and tikkunim and fixing that you need to do next 5 years. No. You suffer because the spirit saw the potential of and brought up something that there is a potential to fix it. And if you don't fix it, you suffer from this. There is no future suffering. And if you're not fixing, it bothers you a lot. Why? Because you're a spirit entity. If you know, and if you want, and if you're awareness, and if you agree or not, you're a spirit entity. And today we just need to embrace, hug, remember very simple things. Very, very basic, simple things. Very basic. People that will really wake up, especially today, they will feel the new freedom. They will feel the more allowing through them. They will allow it double through them. Money will not be reason to worry. Food will serve them. Sex, it's with themselves. It's always tension, charging, releasing, and relaxing. I'm screaming all the time from this, a new excitement, a new powerful, everything is, when I'm healing and when I'm teaching and when I'm examining and when I diagnose, it's new, everything is new. New codes, new spirits, new awareness, new intention. Intention, there is no good or bad. There is no positive or negative. Stop with all that. We have to stop with all the religious and forgive ourselves. Why? Because the religious was right. We create the religion and the midget contract because that was the need of the old world. Enough. There is no old world. There is a new world. That I was talking about it for 20 years and it began. It began. We will all feel it. 1 minute. But now we're going to feel till now. We felt it in the isolated. Now we're going to feel it near others. Different feedbacks from the mirrors. And we have to remember that there is no relationship with others. No couples, no families, no boss, no friends. Friends are really dangerous concept. to put fixative on the ability to change. No, mirrors that I create, and I create just to fix me. So we're going to feel different near mirrors, different near people. Near every person that you used to know or whatever, you're going to feel yourself different. Not the relationship between you. Don't go there at all, because there is no relationship between others. There is relationship with yourself near others, with yourself near this person, with yourself near this fear, with yourself near this situation, near this feeling. And you're the only one that can fix it. How? Remember yourself then, in the friction. Remember yourself, remember your spirit. Remember to be now, remember not to be good or bad. And every time you have a tendency to do for others. And I'm not talking about what you're doing. You can volunteer all day to the police, to make sandwiches to the corona doctors, to the nurses, whatever you want. I'm not talking about what you do, the intention. You have to remember that you do it for yourself. Or you can cook all day for your family, or you can go work and bring money that all your family is enjoying it, whatever. You have to put awareness that you do it for yourself. That will help you to release the old and to allow in the new. That's the only intention. To remember your spirit and yourself near the friction. And then it will be easy to put money in the second priority. It will be easy because it's not yours, it's not to hold power, it's not to make you more important. No, we're going to see a lot of people that on their name have a lot of money. It's already happening. And they will not even survive one day. So I will see now some questions, and then in the end we do some tuning for the new second pure material. That it's like to build a new freedom inside of me. A new freedom inside of me near others, near issues, near money, near food, near sex. All the three things that can kill you or heal you. Transformation. Why we anger about ourselves, and all the anger is about ourselves? Because we create the option to fix, but we don't fix, so we anger about ourselves. So we're going to have a new relationship with that. And yes, people that remember themselves, they will feel a new world. People that still remember others, they will feel a new world. But as this big suffering. And then in the end, the spirit doesn't want to be in them because spirit has a very, very simple logic. Can I go forward for it and I can get my concept forward, or I cannot? Then I'm leaving. This is why we will see a lot of people dying in the next 10 years, and I said that 30 years ago, maybe even 500 or 600 million people will add themselves to a main soul. And its connection just to density. So don't miss the point and think about the coronavirus. Don't ask yourself when it will pass, because it will never pass. Because the coronavirus is just the first symptoms of the new world. Think, don't see the life through the journalist in CNN or CBS or whatever. See it as a new world and see yourself as a beginner of the new world.
Han is asking, is remembering yourself or putting awareness, real prayer, lining up with your spirit?
לא הבנתי את כל
אני
השאלה.
גם לא הבנתי. היא שואלת, is remembering yourself or putting awareness, real prayer,
מה זה prayer?
תפילה. Is it lining up with your spirit?
I didn't like the word prayer. Because that's the job as now to wipe this prayer. To pray to who? There is no outside forces. To pray to who?
To your spirit.
Every spirit doesn't. We cannot ask the spirit to do some favors. Please feel sorry for us. Do some. Bring some lighting lessons. Don't bring heavy. Don't take me forward. No, spirit has one intention: to go forward, to get purified, to add more light. Because there is no camp in Jupiter that she can do it. She can do it just for the physical body. And remember, the spirit never brings bathing suit if she doesn't see the ocean. It means the spirit never brings issue if she doesn't see the potential to change that inside of you, between you and you. So, yes, to put awareness and to remember yourself, and to remember your spirit and to love your spirit and to recognize and recognition your spirit. That's everything. That's everything.
Okay, Hari said this
And
wasn't your question.
any religious hidden, because there is no any more tricks. What's that religious? It's not bad. Judaism is the highest level if we take all the shells and all the fields. Hebrew is the languages of the soul. And we talking that during the day. Religious, to give power to outside, to guard, evil eye, to wait for love. That's just old. It's not bad or good. It's also not bad or good. It was the old need. And now, there is no even one. I can check it. It's amazing. If I take my body or any person's body, and I check his cells and his entire system, there is no 1 millimeter that can hold the old. This is why now a lot of sadness with the new coming up. Sadness, like I said in the beginning, kind of like desperate, kind of like fixing the loneliness, whatever, some feelings coming to leave. And how they will leave. If we tell them go away or pray to God. Now, by going to the place he knew that create the new world, that create the coronavirus as the first symptoms, that create the not to touch everything, to value everything differently, to appreciate everything differently. People that now they will appreciate the money that passing through them very, very differently, because money is the way you translate material during the day and you allow in metabolism. So they will feel, wow, they blessed. By who? By outside forces? By outside God? No, finish the midget. Finish. I see how I heal from the coronavirus a lot of people in the world. It's not to heal from the coronavirus. It's their bridge to the new. It's to build a new system. So of course, because anyway, all the American, I will not see you the next few months. Who knows when? The only thing that we can be now is to be now. If you want to allow in the new, you can ask me to build in you. The new head, the new digestive system, it's the home of the spirit during the day. The new lungs and kidneys, that's now the corona playing on lungs and kidneys, beginning and end. And tomorrow probably a new knowledge about fixing the glory movement, the depression in every cell in us, and fixing the liver, that it's the gate of the spirit and the ability to rejuvenate, and the home of the spirit in the night, the big VCR. But even without you asking me to work on you and to build a new, by the right awareness, by finally tuning your intention that there is no good or bad, that there is no positive or negative, that you are the creator and everything begins in you and ends in you, and you don't have relationship with anyone in this world. You cannot. All the mirrors that you create, it's to try to fix the wire from here to here. That's it. In you. And it's not self-finish. Okay.
First of all, Holly said this wasn't her question, and I didn't understand, so I know this wasn't her question, but she didn't write it again, so maybe later. So we'll go to another question. So until then, Yaakov saying, Michael, thank you for another great lecture, and he's asking, can you tell please more about emotions in the new? What do you mean by saying new relation to anger?
First, Yaakov, we need to know that all the anger, it's about ourselves. Even in the old world, no one person really anger about, and we think always that we anger about the husband, the wife, the parents, the kids. No, all the anger, it's about ourselves.
towards ourselves. towards, עלינו, לא משנה.
It's okay. What's important is that I understand myself. All the anger is on ourselves. Why we anger on ourselves? Because we feel guilt. Why we feel guilt? Because the anger, when we anger, it's like the egg and the chicken. And why? Because the spirit sit in the night and create some schedule for the spirit, some ability to fix, some potential to fix. And we create it during the day, and that's the only reality that we see, what the spirit plan, try to bring up. It means there is a big potential to fix. If there is no big potential to fix, the spirit will never bring it. And I miss it. Why I miss it? Because I deal with the other. So when I deal with the other, I miss the ability to fix. When I miss the ability to fix, and I miss more, the big potential is the fixing, more and more anger on myself, that I said, wow, I had a big chance to fix. Because inside of me I know that if I'm not fixing that now, I will create the same picture tomorrow or whatever, but a little bit more difficult and more worse. So yes, so to forgive ourselves and emotions, it's the way for us to reach the spirit during the day. In the night we don't have emotions. We have just the spirit dimension, spirit world, spirit time. The longest dream, 3 seconds. So yes, we are during the day to fix all the desperation, that we have about ourselves. It's to remember yourself, to recognize your spirit, to remember your spirit. So it sounds so simple, but it's everything. And this will really fix your emotion and add more light to your spirit. Because there is no emotion to others. That's another thing we need to remember. I never loved others, I never hate others, I never jealous on others, no way. I know what we project, but no. All the relationship, it's with me. More we remember that, more we're allowing the new, even if I will not working on you, you're allowing the new. Okay.
Okay. Shuli had a question, and she asked, she says, the inner question always is, what is my purpose in life? So she's asking, the purpose is found through the pain and obstacles, different of course from each one of us.
מה זה obstacle?
מכשולים.
No, there is no מכשולים. There is no obstacles really. And there is no pain. There is more we tune. First of all, without checking your purpose, generally, like all the world create now one lesson, we all create one lesson. Our purpose, our mission, is to think like our spirit. This is why in Hebrew, to think comes from the word important. לחשוב מחשוב. Now, why we create what you call obstacles and pain and whatever? To try to tune the thinking. To try to tune the intention. Because what I do doesn't count, what I say doesn't count. To try to tune the intention. How I tune the intention? By want to have a good intention? That's also a big cosmic joke? No. But remember myself, remember my spirit, remember the universe laws that they are so simple. And today it's the basic of them. And in the new world it will be language. You cannot go to a new country and not talk the language anymore. This is why also one of the 40 reasons we cut the flying from nation to nation, from country to country. In the subconscious collective, you have to fix yourself, and then there are another spiral. Fix yourself near the family, and then another, fix yourself near your town, and then another, fix yourself near your nation, near your country, near your... And then it will be the new order. And there is a big new order. If I look now with the binocular in the subconscious collective, it's... It sounds like big mess, but it's not. It's not. Don't use your mind. I'm not telling you just Shuli, I'm telling me and everybody. Use your head to remember your spirit. Use your head to remember that you're allowing yourself not to understand why you created and what you're going to earn from this tikkun, from this fixing. Because every organ and every cell in your body now want to be new. So if it want to be new, it might be it will pain. You will feel pain and you think it's bad. And without the obstacle, you can tune yourself. I always say to people, go and meet yourself near the no, near the no. More you will meet yourself near the no, more you create a way for the yes for you. This is why in Hebrew, honesty, it's yes to me.
Okay, Hali asked another question. At the beginning, you said something about the importance of the moon and the whole moon, especially in Israel. So, can you say more about Israel and the moon?
We are Israeli and Jewish, are Taurus and Scorpion. This is why we fight all the time. We have wars, all the history before, and this is why we have missiles all the time flying above our head, like it's a romantic for us, and we are kind of like always closer to the death. Your husband is Taurus, and we all have Taurus and Scorpion very strongly, and in Taurus and Scorpions you can fix the basic of you don't own nothing. You fix the ability to food, money, sex,
Metabolism.
all the metabolism, and the need of fight by increasing your pumping. More you're not holding the old, more you're allowing the double energy to pass through you. But everything is accurate and wise, and like I said, if you wake me up in the middle of the night, I will ask the full moon, this full moon, now exactly in the same day. It's not amazing, in the same day that we need to allow in the second pure material to be built. It means the new freedom to dance near the obstacles and the difficulties and the mirrors, that I want to wipe them and I wish they will die and I wish they will not be here and all the blah blah.
Okay, Kathy Hendrickson asking, why do souls try to join with the main soul? Aren't we all main souls?
No! No way!
Wait.
Just 18% from all the population.
18.
18. 1/8. In Hebrew it's Chai, in English and in Chinese it's Chi. Chi Kong, Chi Chu, Chi Chu. Just 18% from the population has a potential to be a main soul. This is why today, 2 days before the person dead in the corona, as a soldier, in the car accident, whatever, he already add himself to someone that already alive. And more people, more soul join you, more you get young, more you less dance, more you feel whole. Till the Noah, with the ark, we've been a main soul, but even then we've been a main soul with a big slavery, because it was not the need of 26,000 years. We still even then need to have an outside God and to be midget and to pray and to think that you suffer because others, and you suffer because and you use your mind, and you always use, you say, if I do like this, if I do, and all what you do doesn't count. So this is why when I merge the soul, I tell the person not to eat meat and chicken, to be less dense, not to save the animal, to be less density.
You said before that everything is this gathering of this, איך אומרים הצטרפות? אמרת? Never mind, the soul. So you said it all depends on the density, but it's not only because of that, because of density.
Everything's a question of pumping and density. Why we build now the new second pure material to be less dense? Why all the sadness and all the coming up, that we will less holding, we will allow in more pumping, we'll allow in more. How you will be a double system, to double money and double light and double youth and whatever, you will less hold, you will more pumping. Think as an accordion.
Okay.
So less thinking, less density in the food, less density in the
Not only the food.
in the thinking, less density. More the main density. It's to project on others my ability not to flow.
This is very.
הבנתם את זה?
This is very dense.
That's the main density that I'm projecting on others, my ability not to fix or not to flow, and I'm thinking that I'm thinking on others, and there is no such a thing.
Projecting means like blaming others.
Blaming, waiting, whatever.
Oh, okay.
Thinking, not fixing.
So Kathy is asking, how do we invite souls to join us?
Oh, Kathy, because you live in the upper state,
It's far.
you're going to the roof and you're doing souls, all my souls that belongs to me, come right now. And then 16 people in the universe dying right away and flying to your roof. And wow! And then you're flying from your roof as a main soul. You lost the joke.
You missed it. Someone missed it.
So, Kathy, it's not by the mind. It's
You
like
can't
with
push it.
soulmates.
You can't
It's
push
like with soulmates. The day that you're emotional ready, the soulmates knock on your door. It's not. We create all the lessons to be emotional ready. To be. And that's very, very powerful. And that's very important. And that's part of the youth. That's part of the new world. And I'm talking about that from before 30 years, no, 29 and a half years, we begin this process of main souls. Of course, it's dimensional, like steps and stairs. But now in the new world, that will be the main game.
She said thank you, and she asked another question before. Can we fix ourselves near others when they are not present?
Yeah. Of course. Even when some relative die, just the fixing pass from meeting yourself with yourself near the physic, between meeting yourself with yourself near the spirit. Yeah, but yes, because we don't have relationship with others, it's not connected to them. We don't need to fix with them. We don't need their cooperation. It will be too bad if we need their cooperation. That's what we see in couples. Oh, if you will cooperate more, I will be more happy, I will be more open. Wait, and the others will be more open for you, and you will forget the main reason that you choose the most difficult person near you. And if you flow near him, you flow near all the world. So don't wait the other person will cooperate with you. Because if you think white, he's thinking black.
Okay, Shuli had a question that she wrote in the beginning. She's asked, the old hooks is, in another word, she's asking, are obstacles that souls be corrected, that should be corrected from within, no question asked. So we just came with them, built in to grow out of them.
Yeah, not to go out of them, to try. In Hebrew, to try comes from the word miracle. To try to bring, what's that miracle? From Nun to Samech, Nes, miracle. From darkness to light, from Scorpio to Sagittarius. It means just to try to bring them again and to try to fix them inside of us. Even the word experience comes from the word miracle.
Another question by Shuli. She's asking, the teacher of the suffering is expecting whatever it is as is? To be the teacher of a suffering is to expect whatever there is as is?
In a different word, in a technical word, because I'm a very technical person, to change the black hole to white spiral, that in your screen, it will say, I don't need it anymore, I'm the teacher. that you will flow near things that used to kill you and bother you, that you will flow. That's our main thing. This is why what bothers you doesn't make me laugh, and what bothers me make you laugh.
Okay, she asked another question. Shuli, she asked, isn't our spirit a part of a bigger one that is a source to connect to? And
religious, לא עונה.
נכון, and she asking if...
No, don't even ask.
טוב,
It's a very stupid religious, and I'm not going to answer that.
טוב.
אני רוצה לשאול. Okay, I'm asking about the Scorpio. In Hebrew, it's Ayin Krav. And you say that we have things to fix near the Krovim. The people
Yeah,
our
in Hebrew,
relative.
victim come from word battle, fight, and also the same like closer. Korban, karov, krav, yeah.
So the question,
It means where we feel victim, always near the people that closer to us, we feel victim. Near the people that we fight, we feel victim. Yes.
the question I didn't ask it. So I'm asking about the battle, about the fight. So you said it's always near the people that are our relative.
That we
close
choose
to-
them as a mirror.
Yes. So is there any... the question is, אני לא יודעת איך אומרים את זה באנגלית, אבל אני אנסה. Is it always near other people, or could it be that I have some issues to fix and I have...
No,
fight?
you have emotion to fix, you have issues to fix, you have something that bothers you, that you need to be the teacher of it. So, any person that you will put near you will remind you
Yeah,
that.
but I'm asking about the fight with myself, that it's not
Yeah,
near
the
other
fight is
mirrors.
what? What's the real fight? What's the real fight always in us? It's between the mind, to the ability, if I can, to drink soup with a fork, or to trust the spirit. We call it in Hebrew either to wake up or to be blind. It's between to trust me and to look and to go inside of me, or still to deal with the mirrors. That's the big fight. That's the big struggle. That's the big issue to practice, and the big issue to fix. Either to deal with others in sex, in money when you pay. You think you pay for others. In sex, in food, in the struggle, in the picture that you you just look in the mirror and you remember the suffering and the place in you that not flow. What's the big deal between to fix or not to fix? It's either you really go in and recognize the spirit and not looking for a solution and know that it's you and know that it's not connected to them at all, what you create now. That's our problem, because we always think that what we create now connected to the mirrors that we choose to see through them. טוב מדי פעם לגלות אתכם שם ביציאה.
Michael, you just answered me. What is it? Part of your answer was, what is it to be aware? How do we put awareness? But I'm asking about...
Don't tell me ever what I said, because that's what you understand. Like now there is a lot of people hearing the same. Each one understands something different. Why? Because I'm the only reality that exists for me, and that's each one of you. So that's the way we need to look. We cannot understand others. We cannot think about like others. We cannot understand just this way in Hebrew understand. It's 40 dimension of women wisdom.
So I'm going to sharpen my question, because I didn't feel you understand what I'm saying. Even
No!
Even though you don't
No. Sharp your question anyway. But don't tell me I didn't understand.
what I was asking.
No.
Anyway, whatever. I'm asking about issues and battles that I have with myself, and it's not connected to other mirrors. And I will give you an example, and this is the first friction. that I have with myself, not connecting to not.
It's connected to other mirrors. Why
No,
it's not
no,
connected?
because if I'm trying to manage my day and I'm being late in my house, I don't see anybody.
It's so what? Why? So it's between you and your fears, between you and your awareness, between you and your rhythm, between you and the sense of time,
This is
between
not
you
other
and the
mirrors.
schedule of the spirit. It's totally connected to the other mirrors.
How?
It's connected. Everything is a mirror. Even your fears.
Okay, so
Even
you're
the
also
fear is
not
a
just
mirror.
human beings.
Even the fear, if you go to a long, איך אומרים, אי בודד.
An island, isolated island.
Isolated island, isolated with Corona. Corona Island, whatever. It's between you and you. You need to fix yourself.
So what you
The
say?
mirrors, every time you think, it's a mirror.
Okay, so it's not only human beings.
No, I never said it's all over. I never
But
even.
I have a question. If she, for example, have,
Ma?
is it all me?
No, if she.
No, I want to
No, to
understand.
ask question in Hebrew, it's to come up from the dungeon.
Yeah, for me.
So
I wanna understand.
don't go to her.
Yeah, okay, I want to understand.
Ask your
Yeah,
your dungeon. Let's see you bring your dungeon.
Okay. My dungeon is that I'm asking that even if something I think that is not connected to others, but if it bothers me, maybe because I see it in others. So
So it's still you.
so it is connected, because if I wouldn't see it in others, it wouldn't bother me.
Who choose the others to see?
I.
Why? Because you're so good about
No.
for others? No. Because you trying to fix in you.
Yeah.
You understand that you are selfish? Selfish by you only care about you fixing?
Mm-hmm.
So who cares the way you see it? Either in others, or you feel sorry about others, or you want to save others, or whatever. Who cares? It's your lesson, always your lesson.
So what I say is that if everything is mirrors, because if I would be in an isolated island, if I wouldn't see someone in their potential, for example, so I wouldn't even think about that I want to have a potential.
No. Everything
something like
begins
that.
in you. No.
Yeah, but I create these others to
I will
stimulate
give you. I will
something in me.
upgrade your question. You're going to a land of tomatoes,
Mhm.
and all the tomatoes almost look the same, but you really meet yourself there. So every tomato will bring you a different lesson inside of you, because it depends in you. You choose the mirrors, what to see. This is why there is no outside reality. We put here 4 million people. We tell them to look at you. 4 million people will see 4 million opinions and different pictures.
But
You
I
understand?
need the 4 million people that
What?
I need the 4 million.
No, I'm not
people
talking about
to
your
have
leader. I'm
mirrors.
talking about
It's better to have people than tomatoes.
no. It's better to fix. Who cares by who and what or whatever. People in the jail, people in the isolated now that they couldn't touch their family, and some of them was in the room closer, and even they get the food for the window or whatever. They didn't have lessons. They have the more powerful.
Yeah, but they see through internet. Like you say that years ago we had less tikkunim. We walked with a camel. We led for 30 years. Like we
Okay.
had.
The speed of light it doesn't
also
have the need
people-
to be the speed of the material.
But also people met less people, so they had less mirrors, and less situation in their lives. Could it
So-
be that now we're creating to see more people,
So-
and more people, and more mirrors,
Maybe you
and we
create to see.
and we have more tikkunim. Is that connected?
No.
The fact that we see
I'm
more
just
people.
giving you an
No,
example of
no.
people that I don't see.
Now we see the same picture in TV,
Yeah.
and all.
TV is like mirrors, like
Wait,
people.
of course, TV it's a mirror, internet it's a mirror.
Yeah, that, I
Wait,
consider
wait.
that as a mirror.
Now it's amazing. We all billions of billion people see the same picture in TV, the same situation, the same picture of whatever, and each one of us see different reality in this and need to fix something very different inside of him. You understand?
Yes.
Good.
But,
So now,
Few
now,
thousand
yes,
years
now,
ago-
who cares what was then? Now, every 4 seconds, there is a tikkun. So, why? Because the speed of light becomes the speed of the material. That's amazing. It's the only way to feel youth, to fix, to change. That will be the new world. That will be the ability and the energy in the new world. This is why people that will hold the old, they will be limping till they will stop.
Michael, but isn't it connected?
Don't say but.
Okay. Do I create to see more mirrors because I have the ability to do more tikkunim? I want to do more tikkunim, so I create to see more mirrors.
Everything is accurate and wise. You forget that. You create exactly the mirrors that has sometimes 5 mirrors for the same lesson, 5 times 1 mirror for each one for 1 lesson. You create mirrors to meet yourself from different angles. Angels are angels. It's not entities that come in the sky and save you and pray for them. Angels are angels. And angels, it's the way all the world are. This is why near every kid we have different angle. Near every person we have different tikkun. And if we create them, they're accurate. We choose to see them. We don't see the mirrors. Don't forget that. We don't see the mirrors. We see our need in the mirror, what we need to fix inside of us. This is why it bothers us. This is why it reminds us. This is why it light up the old lesson. This is and why? Because there is a potential to fix it.
I have a question about that, Michal.
The thing is in the new world, the tikkunim will not stop, but we will not see them as a problems. We'll see them as a spirit. We'll see them like the spirit sees them. Wow, here is the next things to fix, the next things to grow, the next things to purify, the next things to add more light. This is the way we will see. We'll not call it problem. Problem become problem when you think when you call it a problem. When you want to have a solution and you don't want to use them.
Okay, so you said since the beginning of the coronavirus, you said that it's the first time that everybody create one lesson. We create one lesson to everybody.
Yeah, we call it big revolution.
Yes, but in the same time...
To try to leave the old and to allow in the new. To try. Let's see.
Oiga, let me finish the question because... Oiga. And together with that, you also said, and you just said it now, that even if everybody will look at the same picture, each one of us will see different tikkun. So how is it that everybody looking at the create the coronavirus and everybody have the same tikkun?
No. Everybody has a big need. Each soul in the question mark can I allow in the new, or I'm holding the old and be right and whatever. So yes. And people look like that, why I'm tuning you not to look that as a coronavirus and when it will pass. See that as a new world and see yourself as the beginning of new world, that it begins in you, not in China that someone ate falafel sandwich with a bat.
Yes, questions.
Another 1 or 2 and then we do the tuning.
Okay, yeah, we have tuning. Shuli asked, how do you explain your knowledge? What is the source of downloads as you get it?
There is no my knowledge. I don't feel it mine. The knowledge that passing through me, I call 911 or in Israel 144 and I'm asking them and they tell me all the information. Next.
Okay, I have a question by Hali.
There is no my knowledge. Me, I'm a teacher of thousand people and I never teach anyone anything. Why? That's what I teach. If it talks to you, it's already inside of you. If it doesn't talk to you, it's not inside of you. So if you create, surely, to hear that, either you can wake up inside of you and choose. It talks to you or not talks to you. If it talks to you, you better wake up. If it doesn't talk to you, be happy to be the Sleeping Beauty.
Kahali has a question. She asked, if the new is that we do not see the new as a problem, so how will we recognize the tikkun, and what is the new language for that new meeting between material and spirit?
That's exactly what we need to learn. The new is to think, yes, if you are now. First of all, we don't know exactly how the new is going to be in all the dimensions, but we know that it's not going to be the same, that's for sure. And how you will meet yourself, and how you will express happiness, and how you will meet yourself in sex, in food, in money, in the transformation, in ability to know, and how things will pass through you and double it and whatever. But you are a laboratory of spirit and material. And the tikkunim and the fixing is during the day. And during the day, you need to remember yourself. When you sleep, don't even try to remember yourself. When you dream, it's okay not to remember yourself. But when you wake up, when you open your eyes, and you create mirrors that supposed to serve you, to help you to meet yourself, and to fix what bothers in you, what bothering in you, then remember yourself, remember your spirit, remember to upgrade your recognition of your spirit, to upgrade the memory of your spirit inside of you, to upgrade to the universe, the simple universe laws. This is your job. And then you fix between material and spirit.
Chen Machlev has a question. She writes, can you explain more about the speed of light becoming as the speed of matter, like material? I thought the speed of light is much higher than the matter. What does this mean?
Yeah, it's higher. It was higher, and now it's going to be equal. And this is why we're going to feel much more young and much more. And this is why every 4 seconds we have a fix to fix tikkun. And this is why we're going to feel that we're learning to think and not what we do. Another big thing, it's going to teach us to be in now and not worried about the future and whatever, because worried, the only thing that it's doing is bringing wrinkles, and it's non-love. So, yes, part of the new is the speed of light become the speed of material, and you know in which shape? With the menorah shape. With the shin, the letter shin in Hebrew.
Michael, is this connected to the first friction? Is it connected to the first friction? No, because if you...
שאלה?
Okay, the last one.
טוב, שולי. She says, the biggest, hardest part of human is to merge with the spirit. So she's asking...
Shuli, don't ask about human, ask about me. תגידי את, you.
Okay, she's asking if that is a capsule, if that is in a capsule, the teaching. זה בעצם מה שאתה מלמד.
What?
Merging with the spirit.
Yeah.
יש לה עוד שאלות. אתה רוצה לשאול לו שאלות שלה?
לא, אין זמן.
אוקיי, so... רוצה לשאול לשאלה אחרונה?
Okay.
Okay, so...
1 minute. One minute to go and pee. And then we do tuning to this amazing full moon. And the second, even if we don't understand, we need to fix this day. The second pure material inside of us. Because we made up of light, even the body is density of light. That's it, in a different dimension. And And it's very important for us today to tune the new. Will be easy for us then to remember our spirit and to recognize our spirit. And maybe my English words are not so the best, but get the intention, get the main thing. So 1 minute break to pee.
השידור ממשיך פה, שומעים את הכל, אבל אנחנו...
מצוין. דברו, רק בגלל ששומעים.
יאללה, דברו ביידיש.
רק בגלל ששומעים, דברו.
אני בעד לרחם. בעברית.
על מי?
על מי?
חסר?
כן. חסר. הרבה חסר. איך ביבי? אחרי הטונים.
ועוד באנגלית, גם משכיבה וגם באנגלית.
עשית בעברית, אז באנגלית, סקינה.
עוד לשלום להתפלל.
אם בבגדים שלך, יש לך איזה בגדים משהו. נעליים.
הכל כזה אצלה.
מה?
היא תכלסי.
הטלפון.
תכלס.
טוב, אוקיי.
רגע, תגיד לנו...
Everybody came back with the empty bladder. Now, close your eyes and just try to hear me. Take some deep breathing from the mouth. More. Breathing is the elevator of the soul. And let the elevator goes to the lobby, very inside of you. And from the lobby, feel that you talk from there, that you agree from there. Say your name out loud. I, Michael, agree to learn to use this amazing junction that I create, to learn to trust my spirit. Feel that you talk from the lobby, the elevator in the lobby inside of you. I, Michael, agree to use the new awareness to remember me, to remember my spirit, and to remember my new needs, and breathe. Oh. I, Michael, agree to learn and learn to agree to expand the energy in my waist, במותן, במותניים, left to the left, right to the right, and to ground the new agreement, the new contract between my awareness and my higher self inside of me. Oh, wow, yeah. I, Michael, agree to learn to bring the spirit to my mouth. That the mouth will be the bridge between my head and my body. And breathe. I, Michael, agree to learn to know that I don't have my own money, and the money just last name of all the material and all the metabolism, just to pass through me and allowing me to feel in now and to feel blessed and to serve all my spirit needs in my material needs. I agree to learn that food that comes to balance between the mouth and the rectum, the yin and the yang, the male and the female, will be metabolized by the spirit and sent to all the 70 dimensions that you are made of. I agree to fix the longest energy in my body that we call sex energy, all the ages, no matter how, to feel that all the sex energy is between me and me and me and me. I agree to learn to finish the fight in me, the fight in me between my head and my intelligent emotion. Oh. And I agree to feel that every time now the old is coming as a sadness, as a desperate, I will go to my thymus in my upper chest and I will light up my thymus from in to out and feel that I create this new world. I create everything. I create the new money, the new food, the new sex, the new world, the new sicknesses, the new disease, the new body, the new youth, and the new recognition with my spirit. I create to use, I agree and create to use every time I have a tendency to deal with others, to blame others, to want from others, to wait from others, to want to change others, to help others, to blame others. I will go to the point in me and I feel as a creator. And I feel I create a new world. I create the coronavirus as the first symptom. I create the governments, the president. I create the weather. I create everything because I want to fix in me. Because I remember my soul that choose me. I'm talking now to my soul. Thank you, soul, for choosing to try to go forward through me, through my system, and I'm allowing the soul thanking me that I agree to learn to cooperate with my soul. And for this we call intention. I really agree to learn that every time I have a tendency to think good or bad or positive or negative, I will go back inside of me and breathe. And upgrade the awareness that I create this new world, and I choose to try to go forward in this new world. And I agree to learn the new language, the new thinking. And I agree to learn not putting anyone, in my eyes, important than me. And important than my spirit. No one. No kids, no parents, no husbands, no soulmates. No one. And breathe. And breathe. And make it your truth. If it talks to you, be honest now with yourself and be in the moment and really make it like you really, really, really believe it and feel it and cooperate to it and feel the point in you and feel your spirit, how big it is. And I agree to lead with no carry, with the lightness in my wings. And be now. Be now. Be with your spirit now. Be now. Now is the only moment that exists. Be now. Be with your big spirit. Let the priority get fixed, like every doors go to a different places. Don't get angry that you have still tendencies of the old. Use the tendencies to allow in the new by going inside of you. I agree to learn about the new feedback, the new double light that I will allow in for the mirror that I will choose. The new ability to meet myself and to feel important in my eyes, to feel in my purpose, and to be the ambassador of the concept that I am ambassador of. And now I'm really mean it. I'm thanking the part in me of this new contract on this day and today. Just the part in me. Just the part in me. Feel it. That's it.
I will email you the recordings of the tuning and the lecture. So if you are not on our mailing list, you could write here in the comments, and I will send it to you as well. Bye.